Hugh Jackman at 54 is not Hugh Jackman at 32. And over the years, people have wondered, did he juice? Did he take steroids?
No.
Welcome to the video, people. And before we even get into it, drop down below whether you think, in your heart of hearts, your personal opinion, whether you think he's natural or not. And secondly, let me just get my bias out of the way and say, I really do like Hugh Jackman. I like his movies, and his overall personality seems very friendly and just like a cool dude. But we're still going to get into what he says and how he actually builds all these games to do these superstar roles. So for those of you that don't know what's going on, Hugh Jackman in an interview was asked basically if he takes steroids, and this is his answer.
You got so jacked for these movies. And over the years, people have wondered, did he juice? Did he take steroids?
No.
So if you look at his face, this whole looking away to the side repeatedly and not giving eye-to-eye contact is him probably looking at his agent, and his agent's like, don't say nothing.
I've got to be careful what I say here, but I had been told what the side effects are of that, and I was like, I don't love it that much.
Yeah, no.
Is it just me? But he does seem a little bit awkward. He looks like how someone looks when they're calling a lie. He's not giving any eye-to-eye contact. It seems a little...
Oh, no, I just did it the old school way.
Something to note as well, when people say juicing and steroids, some people don't consider things that are like prescribed from a doctor, like HRT and TRT, things like that, as steroids. They think of steroids as like going into a gym, back alley, and getting injected in your butt cheeks. So in this scenario, in his brain, he may not be lying. He may think, I don't take steroids. I go to a doctor and they administer me medication. But deep down in his heart of hearts, I truly think you'd know. Like anything that's giving you extra testosterone is basically steroids. I don't care if it's SARMs, whatever it is. We all know what they mean. They're all PEDs.
And I tell you, I've eaten more chickens. I'm so sorry to all the vegans and vegetarians and to the chickens of the world. I've literally,
I don't even know why he even went here. To me, this just seemed much weirder. Like, he sounds like he was asked a question and he realized his answer probably wasn't the best and it came off a little bit awkward. So now he's trying to deflect from it, but it just seems so random. Just talking about, yo, all the chickens I ate gave me all these gains. You know, that's not his accent. I don't know why I'm doing that voice, but in essence, he's more or less deflected onto talking about vegans, but it looks a little fishy.
If the deity has anything related to chickens, I'm in trouble.
You're going to play Wolverine again for the 10th time. And with all due respect, Hugh Jackman at 54 is not Hugh Jackman at 32.
True.
So how are you going to get in that kind of shape?
I will say, shouts out to the interviewer. Obviously, you can't just like be full on grilling them. But he did say like, dude, you are no spring chicken. You are 54. How on earth are you going to manage to like get in this mad shape? And that's a good question to ask, because let's be real. Even at the age of like 25, 20, 30, whatever it is, to get into those type of conditions of shape is extremely hard. Fair enough, he's an actor, so his daytime maybe a little bit more free to maybe fit in more sessions, and he's rich, so he can obviously have a dietitian or nutritionist to prepare his foods. But even still, getting in that sort of shape is no easy task. It still requires a lot of dedication, a lot of hard work, even if he is potentially using stuff.
I've learned you can't rush it. It takes time. So we have 6 months from when I finish to when I start filming.
So he did say the right thing. At the end of the day, it does take time to get in shape. He said he's giving himself 6 months to get there. The one thing to consider is, for those of the people that hear that 6 months and go, that's not enough time. For someone that's a complete beginner, no, you're not going to radically look like that. However, someone that actually in the past has had a really good physique can get it back a lot faster. You know what I mean? It's muscle memory and things. And not forgetting, if you are potentially enhancing yourself to get there quicker, it's going to be able to be achieved in 6 months.
And I'm not doing any other work. I'm going to be with my family and train. That's going to be my job for 6 months.
That is something very true to factor in. If it's your main day job and that's all you're doing, your main focus is to get in shape for a role, you're going to be more incentive to do it. He's getting paid millions to become Wolverine. Because some of you out there that have like a 9-to-5 day job where you go to school, you are trying to build these physiques like some of these super famous influencers or celebrities that do these big superstar roles, when it's not even your day job, you're just doing it for a hobby. Whereas these people, it's their whole job. It impacts their wallet at the end of the day, which is why they're willing to do more dubious things, or just in general, be more focused on it.
So I'm healthy. I have a good place to start. And apologies, chickens, run a mile.
Yo, forget the chickens. You should be saying sorry to the fans. But if I'm being completely honest, I don't hold it against Hugh Jackman too much. He's a famous celebrity. There is still a stigma on using, you know, PD, steroids, whatever it is. So they're more or less going to always basically fudge the truth. But I personally think it would be much better if he didn't want to be asked the question, just tell the interviewer you do not want to be asked it. Because at the end of the day, Hugh Jackman is a famous celebrity. He's not like a coming up actor. If he doesn't want to answer a question, he can definitely tell them like, yo, just don't ask me the question. I don't want to talk about it. and they will still give you the interview because you're Hugh Jackman. You know what I mean? But what would you guys do? Like, if you was truly like a super famous celebrity, would you come out and be honest about it, or like be one of the first ones to openly say, I do X, Y, Z? But when it comes to Hugh Jackman now, in regards to this video, because he technically said he is natural, the old school way, do I truly believe in my heart of hearts that he has never taken anything and is completely natural as the day he was born? No. The answer is no. But I don't think that's always been the case. Like, if you look at X-Men 1, I personally think he was probably natural in that movie. Because that X-Men 1 physique isn't terrible. Like, he looks better than the average guy you see walking around, you know, your average supermarket. But does he look like the stereotypical movie stars that we've been seeing in roles that play heroes? Probably not, right? Now, this is before the Robert Pattinson days when you just become Batman and look like an average guy. So you do have to consider the pressures of a celebrity that's doing these roles to look the best they can be. But obviously, many people still go with the route of, I still don't think that they should fudge the truth and lie, which, you know, I am in agreement with. But, you know, I do like Hugh Jackman, so I'm trying to shoot him a little bit of bell here. But yes, I personally do not think he was probably natural. But you guys, let me know what you guys think. In regards to how he eats and how he trains, I've actually done a video in the past where I speak about that. So if you want to see that in more detail, click the video up here, because I go through a bunch of different actors talking about how they train and eat to build these massive amounts of muscle and get really lean for their roles. Spoiler alert, a good bunch of them did say that they eat 6,000 calories. But anyways, check out the video if you want to see more.